Hello everyone, good evening. This is Manjeet Rawat, your online instructor. So guys, welcome back once again to Teach Me Cloud YouTube channel. And guys, as we discussed, I'm planning to create a new series of video related to the Azure AG104 certification. So you can say that this is the first class of our Azure AG104 certification preparation video. So in this class, I'm going to describe you about the first topic, and this topic is fully related to the blueprint of Microsoft Azure. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you the entire course content that we need to follow to crack the examination of AG104. So what you need to do, as we discussed in our previous video, you need to open your Google and just type Azure AG104 exam and open the Microsoft site and doc.microsoft.com and just download the course content directly from the Microsoft site. So this is our agenda. We will follow the entire contents related to this particular blueprint. So in today's class, this is our first class that as we know that what I'm planning to give you the information, practical and theoretical information about the manage Azure identity and governance. Because if you prepare yourself of this particular option, you will be get up to 15 to 20% of marks in your final examination. So now this time, no need to take help for the examination. You need to prepare yourself and crack your examination by self, right? If you give me only 30 days, definitely I'll try to, definitely you will be cracked, guaranteed you will be crack your examination. So you need to give only 1.5 hour daily basis. You need to just go through my video and follow the practical and try to sign up yourself and create your free trial account over the Azure portal. So and start your practice parallelly, like just I'm creating this video. This is our lesson one. You can say that this is our class one, and you just start from the class one, and by end of the day we'll provide you up to 30 video, and these all video are fully related to the course content of AG104 certification. So guys, let's start. But before starting the video, could you please subscribe my channel, because once you subscribe my channel, you will be get information related to the cloud technology and also virtualization. You are able to find the video related to the Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, AG103, 104, AG300 as well. You can also find the playlist of VMware virtualization for VMware ESXi 6.0, 6.5 and 6.7 as well. And if you have a doubt related to the Mac operating system, so one playlist also available in my playlist. You can just find the Mac operating system training. So this is the information about my YouTube channel. So now I'm just going to proceed with our practical and just try to understand about the theoretical part, how you can prepare yourself to crack the examination of AG104. So this is the agenda. This is our first agenda. So in this particular task, we will discuss about the create user, and basically it's related to the manage Azure AD object, right? So in this video, I'll describe you about the entire option which is available here. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to describe you about the entire option which is available in the panel of Manage Azure Active Directory objects. So, question is that what about the Azure Active Directory? So, just try to understand about the basic of Azure Active Directory. So, I'm just going to show you. We need to start work with first chapter. This is the part is the chapter name. You can say that Manage Azure Identity and Governance. In the Manage Azure Identity and Governance, we just start our topic with Manage Azure Active Directory object. So as we know that the meaning of Azure Active Directory object, just compare your Azure Active Directory with your on-premises server of Active Directory. So I'm just making a two different part and just try to describe about the work of Active Directory. I hope you know about it. If you start work with Azure AG104, definitely you have a good idea related to the Active Directory services. Yes, I'm talking about the on-premises Active Directory. If you have idea about the on-premises Active Directory, definitely you will be understand the work of Azure Active Directory as well. So this is our Azure AD, right? And another is our server Active Directory, right? We have a two different part. So in the panel of if you discuss about if you describe about the server Active Directory, so why we need to configure the server Active Directory? So for the server Active Directory, what you need to do, you need to create a one server operating system. You need to install a server operating system in a machine, and you need to configure multiple clients in your environment. Like you can choose the Windows 7, Windows 10, or Windows 8 operating system in and install in your client's machine. So this is the local Active Directory task. This is your server operating system. You can say that server 2012 or 2016 or 2019 as well. So in the server 2019, you need to install, in server 2012 or 2019, you need to install one service. The service name is Active Directory, right? You need to open the server manager, just click on add rule and select the Active Directory domain services like that. So whenever you install your Active Directory and configure your Active Directory properly in your server operating system, you are able to see the multiple objects are available. And right now we are discussing about the manage Azure AD objects. So you just try to compare your object which is available in on-premises, just compare with Azure Active Directory. So firstly, that's why I'm just going to describe some basic information related to the Azure Active Directory, related to the on-premises Active Directory, and we will compare the same object with our Azure Active Directory, right? So what you need to do, you need to create a multiple objects like you can configure your user, you can create your groups, you can configure your printers. So these all are the part of you can say that these all are the part of object. These all are the object. So what you need to do, once you create your user over a server operating system or domain operating system, not operating system, domain machine, you are able to log in the same user by using the client operating system like this. For example, you created a multiple user on your Active Directory machine. For example, you created a one user with name of test, right? This is your username, right? And you are planning to open the test with the help of client machine. You are able to do that by convert your client machine from a work group and convert into that domain. You are able to open, you are able to log in your user, those users you created over a Azure over a server operating system. Like, so you can say that the meaning of Active Directory is basically a types of service which is available in server operating system. With the help of Active Directory, you are able to control and manage your client machines. So this is the information related to your on-premises Active Directory. But we want to know about, we just try to understand about the what exactly meaning of Azure Active Directory. So as you know that whenever you open your Azure portal, for example, I'm going to open my Azure portal. Just type portal.azure.com, as you know that. So just try to understand about the Azure Active Directory and which types of services are available under the Azure Active Directory. So if we talking about the theoretical part of our Azure Active Directory, so with the help of Azure AD, you are able to create your users, means you are able to create your objects and groups as well. You can configure your policies, role and policies. Right? You can also provide the tenant with the help of Azure Active Directory, and you can also sync on-prem user, sync your on-prem user to not only Azure and Office 365 as well, right? So this is the agenda that you need to configure your Azure Active Directory. This is the basic information. We'll discuss more about like as the Intune, MDM, how we can add a customized domain, how we can manage our Windows 10 operating system which is running on premises, create your user with the help of Azure Active Directory and configure with your on-premises Windows 10 operating system. So we will discuss later. We just need to follow the course content of our AG104 that you can clear your examination. So right now we are discussing about the create user and groups just and try to understand about the property of user and property of group. So we just try to cover our two topic: create user and groups, create and manage user and groups properties, right? So this is the task you are able to perform with the help of Azure Active Directory. You are able to create your users, you are able to create your groups, you can manage the roles and permissions, what you want to provide, and second you can configure the tenant, like you can associate the multiple user with same root account, and finally you can also synchronize your on-premises user. Those users are running on your local machine, you can synchronize with the Azure Active Directory. So I'm just going to show you how we can manage the users and object, users and group which is available on our Azure Active Directory. So firstly just try to create a new user over Azure AD and try to configure it. So this is our Azure portal. So I'm using my pay-as-you-go account. So we are able to perform the entire task. Just click on the more services and just wait due to some internet speed. So now you need to click in the security panel. This is the security option. Whenever we click on the security, we have an option of Azure Active Directory that we need to discuss. Just click here. And now this is the panel of our Azure Active Directory, right? So in the panel of Azure Active Directory, you are able to see the multiple options are available, like as a users, group, external identity, role and administrator, devices, app registration and application proxy, license, connect to the AD Connect and customize domain and reset password. These all are the options which is available in our Azure Active Directory. But our motto to understand about the user and groups. So firstly, I'm just going to describe you how we can create a new user, how we can create a new group in our Azure Active Directory. So this is the option which is available in the manage part. Just click on the users, and it will be display how many users right now you have already created. So this is the information related to our existing user, admin, user, Azure class 1988 class, on-premises user, training. These all are the user which is available on our portal right now. So now we have a three different way to create your user. One, by using the default domain name. This is your default domain name, mananrawat24@gmail.com. I'm going to show you. Whenever you click on the new user, you are able to see, you need to associate your username with a domain name. So you have a three different way to customize your domain. First, it's a default domain. You can say that default root domain. Second, you can say that customized domain, that those domain you purchase from GoDaddy.com, HostGator, or any other domain provider. And third, you can migrate, you can synchronize your on-premises domain that you install on your server operating system in local machine, like as a local.com, india.com, xyz.com, that you install by self, and you have also option to synchronize your on-premises domain with Azure Active Directory. So we'll discuss about the all step by step, but right now we just try to understand how many way we have to create a user under the Azure Active Directory. So this is the panel which is available in the user options. So you have you have option to create new user, you have option to create new guest user, bulk create user, bulk invite user, and bulk delete user, download the user, and refresh, reset the password, and multi-factor authentication. These all are the options which is available in the property of our user. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to describe about the entire option which is available here. So first option is the create new user. So it means that you are planning to create a fresh user for your Azure Active Directory. You need to click on the plus icon, first icon. Second, this is the guest user. You are planning to create a user for the guest purpose only. Like, I hope you know about, if we're talking about our operating system, like as Windows XP or 7, they all are give you two different types of user. One is a root account and another is guest account. So if you are planning to create a temporary account, so you need to proceed with guest user. And next one is the create bulk user. As per the meaning of creating bulk user, for example, you are planning to provide a tenant for 25 user at a time. You are planning to provide the tenant for 50 user or thousands user, 100 user at a time. So what you need to do, you need to click on the invite bulk create, not invite, sorry. Click on the bulk create, and what you need to do, you need to download the CSV template. This is the template. I hope you know about it. So you need to download it. This is basically a CSV file, and you need to open it. And this is the template that you need to configure. In the template, you need to just type the username, just type the username plus domain name, configure your password, what you want to make it. So you need to create multiple user like that. Like I'm just going to add one more row, one more column again. Just here, I'm planning to put the name of user is telnet, right? So this is your display name. Telnet is your display name. And second, you need to use telnet @ your domain name. So what about your domain name? So our existing domain name is you need to click on the new user and just try to search your domain name. This is your domain name, mananrawat24gmail.onmicrosoft.com. So you need to copy the domain name, just mananrawat24 gmail.onmicrosoft. Okay. So you need to type it manually, MANN Rawat RAWAT 24.onmicrosoft.com, right? And you need to configure the password manually. I'm just going to proceed with cloud at 123. Okay, this is your password. What you want to make it? You want to sign in and account enable is required, yes or no. You can proceed with. We don't want to block it, we want to create it, right? And another option is also available. This is the optional. You can also fill up the information about your user profile. As per the user profile, you can need to just type the information related to the office name and the zip code and also mobile number as well. So what you need to do, you just need to save the panel, save the template. I'm going to save it, just save and try to put it into the desktop. I'm planning to put it into the desktop with name of user create template uh, test. Okay, so you just save it. Again, you need to open your portal, and this is our portal. Go to the all users, click on the all user, just click on the create bulk user. So what you need to do, click on the create bulk user, and this is the option. What you need to do, just click here and upload your file that you created. So what's our file name? It's I think template something. Let me check. This is the CSV file. Okay, I'm going to check directly from our portal, but directly from our desktop. So this is our file with name of create user create template test. You need to find it, right? So create user template test. Which one is the test? Okay, sorry. I think I'm using the different format. So right now it just display about the existing users. So no problem. I'm just going to upload the same one. But I hope you understand about what you need to do. You need to configure the username, password, and just upload your file. It's not a CSV file. So what you need to do, you just go through and check it because I'm using the Mac operating system, so that's why I'm able to do that. But in next video, definitely I'll describe. But right now, I'm just going to describe about the entire option which is available. It's not a tough, it's not a big deal. So another option is invite. So the meaning of invite, basically the work of invite is means you have already using the Azure account. You have already using the Azure services, and now you are planning to share your resources from your account to another user. For example, I have one example. I need to open MS Pen to describe you properly. For example, this is your. There are two different types of portals users are available. You can say that xyz.com and another is abc.com. This is two different Azure portal. This is abc at gmail.com portal 1. You can say that user 1 and xyz at the gmail.com. So there are two different types of user. Both are using our own portal by self. They all are using our own email ID, phone number, and also credit card information. The meaning of invite, the meaning of invitation. What you need to do. For example, you created a one virtual machine or any resources over a portal one in the sense abc at gmail.com. You created your user over abc at the gmail.com, and now you are planning to share your resources with XYZ like this. You are planning to share your resources with XYZ. And right, you want to share your services, you want to share your resources with another user account. So that time you need to use uh, your invitation option. So you are able to use the same virtual machine in both user account. So this is the meaning of invitation. I'll show you the practical. Firstly, we need to create a one user and then try to do this practical. And second, bulk delete. As you know that download the user. If you want to download, just select the all user and click on the download. So you can directly download your CSV file and you can execute your CSV file with any other account, and all user definitely will create automatically created in the new account. So you need to do this task whenever you try to migrate your entire user from portal 1 to portal 2, portal 1 to portal other. And last, reset the password. For example, you forget your password of training user, so you need to select your user and click on the reset icon. Whenever you click on the reset, you need to provide the new password. You need to configure a new password. Just click on the reset. Right? Your password is reset successfully. By default, you are getting a password with DOVA, something like that. You need to copy it and try to log in with your training user. In the first login, you need to create your own password. You will see the option. And last option is related to the multi-factor authentication. So as per the name of multi-factor authentication, you can create a two-way authentication. You can configure your mail ID, you can configure your mobile number, and you can also configure your application. Those applications you are planned to use as the authentication services. So this is the option which is available in the user account. I'm just going to show you the live practical about the entire option which is available in the property of our user account. So I'm going to create a one user. The user should be available in the default domain name, because we are not associated with our portal with any specific domain name. So right now you need to click on create, because we are not planning to make an invitation. We're not planning to provide the invitation. Just click on the create, type the username. So I'm planning to use my username with name of demo. Fine. So this is the domain name, default domain name. Type the name of display name, like this. I'm just going to choose the demo as well. What you want, I'm going to configure my own password. So just configure your own password. I'm going to use my own password. What you want to make, we don't have any resource group. We don't have any group. So that's why I'm not going to choose any group. The role of this user is what you want to make. You want to make it user, you want to make it owner, you want to make a contributor. So you can do that. So what you need to do, I'm just going to make it global administrator. Okay, and just click OK. Fine. So location, you also need to decide the location. So I'm planning to use this user in the location of India. Just select your location. No need to do anything. Just click here. So you are creating a new user by using your default domain name. So our demo user is created successfully. What you need to do, you're planning to, you just try to log in it. How we can do that? How we can log in it? Just open your domain name, open your user, and copy. This is your mail ID, right? So this is the mail ID password that you configured on the time of user creation. Open another browser. So I'm just going to open my another browser and type portal.azure.com. Right? You need to open portal.azure.com and sign in with another account. Just click another account and paste your username. This is demo@mananrawat24 gmail.onmicrosoft.com. On Microsoft.com. Just click OK. Next. Microsoft change our policy. It's a security policy. It's really important. I'm going to use my password. I click sign in. Now it's a mandatory. It's mandatory. You need to configure the multi-factor authentication for entire users. So that's why I'm going to open our portal again. No, not for with the help of training. I'm just going to open with our another account. The another account name is demo. Just click next. Type the password. Okay, so we need to wait some time, just only 2 minutes. And now you need to change your password. So type your current password. So I'm using my current password. Second, you need to provide new password like this and click sign in. But you need to configure your multi-factor authentication. It's not your current password. Let me check it once again. Try to sign in. Okay. Now you need to click next again to log in. So as per the security that increased by the Microsoft Azure, you need to configure a two-way authentication, two-way multi-factor authentication. So firstly, you need to confirm your phone number. So I'm just going to set up. I'm just going to access my multi-factor authenticator device 1. I'm just going to use my mobile number. Just type your mobile number, 9910294612, right? Just click on text me. Now I receive my code. Like I'm just going to use my code is 121368 and click verify. Fine, your mobile number authorized successfully. You need to click on the email. Just click type your mail ID. I'm going to use my mail ID and click send me mail, right? Email. I'm going to open my mail ID in another browser. So we got one mail from the Microsoft site. So you need to open it and just copy the code that provided by the Microsoft 231599. 231599. Okay, 231599 and click verify. Now, you successfully authorize your user ID with your authentication of multi-factor authentication of by using mail and by using your phone number. Just click finish. Click yes to log in it. Now we successfully log in our Azure portal. See, this is the demo at the rate Manan Rava 24 something. I'm just going to click on the all services. This is the Microsoft icon. Just click here or just click on the more services. Now you are able to see the entire options available like as our root account, but unfortunately you are unable to use any services here. Like if you are planning to create a one virtual machine, you are unable to do that because you don't have a subscription. If you proceed, see it say, could you please subscribe yourself? You can proceed with free trial. You can associate with your existing root account. So you have a both options. So you can, if you want to purchase a new subscription, you can do that. If you want to associate with your existing subscription, you can also choose by using the manage the Active Directory and access student benefit. So it's a type of MSDN, I think, MSDN subscription. By using the MSDN subscription, you can just use your services for the 3 months. It depend upon how much amount you have. So this is the information related to the user account which is available in the Azure Active Directory. So I hope you understand about how we can manage the Azure Active Directory users. Now I'm planning to share some resources from our root account to our Azure Active Directory domain, Azure Active Directory user. So I have already created a one virtual machine. I think I need to check it. Just click on the virtual machine panel. I need to check if it is available or not. Okay, so we have a one virtual machine with name of web. I'm going to click here and try to share with our user that we created earlier. So I'm going to open the virtual machine, but unfortunately we are unable to see any VM. And it display you need to subscribe, then you will be get a virtual machine. But with the help of Azure Active Directory, with the help of IAM services, you are able to share your service from your root account. So I'm going to show you how we can share our existing services with our new account. So you need to open your virtual machine or any resources that you are planning to share and click on the IAM access. Access control, click IAM and you need to click on the add, and whenever we click on the add, just click on the add role assignment and select your role what you want to make. I'm just going to make it owner of this particular virtual machine only and paste your username. So this is our username demo at the rate some Manan Rawat something. Just select your invitation and click save. Just wait only for 1 minute. Now you successfully added your assignment and just open your portal again, and I'm going to refresh it. I'm just going to open refresh the entire portal and try to check how we are able to see our virtual machine or not. Just give me 1 minute. I think I need to relog in our portal. Just check here, just click on more services. Go to the compute part, click virtual machine. No problem. I'm going to change and I'm planning to switch my directory, and we just need to switch with. Okay, fine. I'm going to log out and log in again. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, no problem. So you need to relog in your machine. You relog in your system. Just sign in with your username. Type the password that you configured. Click sign in. Yeah, and go to the more services again and click on the virtual machines icon. Now you are able to see your virtual machines available, right? So with the help of IAM service, you can share any resources that you contain over your Azure root account. So this is our root account, and this is our user that we created with the help of Azure Active Directory. So now you can use it. Although you don't have any subscription, if you check your subscription, you don't have any subscription. Although you are using your virtual machine, because the virtual machine shared by the root account, right? So now you are getting the same subscription that available on your Azure portal. So you can use your subscription with multiple users by using the Azure Active Directory services. So this is the first class. This is the basic information related to the Azure Active Directory. I hope you like the video. I hope you understand about the entire activity that we did in this particular class. You can say that class it's not a video, because I'm planning to crack your examination by self without taking any help from anywhere, right? So you just need to give me only 30 days, not 30 days, only 40 days, and within 40 days you are able to crack your examination of AG104. So what you need to do, you just need to follow my entire video. You need to subscribe my channel and press on the bell icon, that you get the notification. If I upload any video, you will be get a notification and just start your learning. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll meet soon, right, with the new video, not video, with new class, with next class. This is the first class. We will meet in next class, and the agenda of next class, we will discuss about the group and property. Is it okay now? So guys, thank you so much for watching, and keep learning, because we need to crack our examination. We'll meet soon with new video. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.